As many of you know, there's an option for child life students in the Missouri State program to complete some of their coursework in Kansas City. What you may not know is what that experience holds for you as a student. So what I'd like to offer you is a little video that will just give you a glimpse into what that experience has been like for those students who've gone before you. Students opting for the Kansas City option as part of their coursework agree to move to the Kansas City area for the fall and spring semester. During that time, if the cohort is large enough, you will complete all of your coursework online except for 354, 454, and 510. Those courses are completed seated in a classroom that we rent from Penn Valley Community College. If the cohort isn't long enough, what we've done recently is have students take those courses online and just complete their lab hours at Children's Mercy Hospital. As part of the Children's Mercy team, you get to be part of a level 1 trauma hospital. You work with patients in traction, you work with PICU step-down patients, you may work with kids with cystic fibrosis, with diabetes, and traumas, and car accidents. There are opportunities to work with families from diverse medical, cultural, religious, you name it, backgrounds. It's a really great learning opportunity for students. I think it's an awesome experience, but I don't want you to hear that from me because I'm the one that coordinates that program here. I want you to hear it from the students who've experienced it themselves. So that's what this video is, just a little message from your Kansas City Child Life program to those of you who may be considering it as an option. We hope that you enjoy this, and we hope that you will consider Kansas City as an option.
I'm going to share with you a little bit about why I chose to do that program. So first of all, I want you guys to know that it is very hard for me to come out of my comfort zone, and moving to Kansas City was a big leap of faith, and just went out and did it, and I ended up having such a great time. I chose to do it because I thought that it would be a unique experience, and I knew that I would get a lot of hands-on activity with all the kids in the hospital. Another benefit of it is, with it being such a small class group, you get to really get to know Kara, and she gets to know you, and so she's able to critique you more on what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong and how to improve, and I think that's really, really beneficial. Another thing about being in the hospital is that it's really great to be under multiple certified child life specialists, so you can kind of learn how each and every one of them does something a little different, so you can always learn something from them.
I moved to Kansas City for my last year of college to work with the child life specialists at Children's Mercy. So working in the hospital, you just get so much more experience and knowledge. You get to work hands-on with the families and with the patients. You get a lot of one-on-one help from the specialist on the floor, and you just get a lot of knowledge about the illnesses and how they're treated and everything. You get really more comfortable with talking about the diseases and things like that.
I really enjoyed it because Children's Mercy is such a large hospital that they have such a diverse population of patients, families that you get to see, which can really have some unique interventions, experiences within those that I was able to really talk about in my practicums and my internship interviews. Also, being at the hospital, I feel like there are just different opportunities that are kind of brought up. I was able to complete my practicum at the University of Kansas Health Center with Andrea Smith while I was here, and so that was a great opportunity that really looked good on my resume. And just having this class up here, I feel like just kind of was a different and more unique, kind of well-rounded experience.
So while here in Kansas City, I've worked with everyone from infants to teenagers. I've worked with a variety of diagnoses from sickle cell to traumatic brain injury. I worked with kids who speak Spanish and kids who speak English. It's just, I really feel like I'm getting the full experience of what I will experience as an actual child life specialist. I'm never going to work with one population or just one population, and I feel like I have had such a great experience and such an opportunity to work with a wide variety of patients, not just in age or socioeconomic status, but also in diagnosis. I had so many opportunities to work with just various professionals. I work with PTs and OTs, nurses and doctors, speech therapists. I feel like I get a really individualized and really tailored to me experience. Like, a lot of the people here are very dedicated to education. And so it's not just Child Life that wants us to learn how to be better child life specialists. It's the entire hospital. We're all working together for the benefit of the patients and for the benefit of the students. It's just been an incredible experience that I would absolutely not give up, and I would do again if I could.
I'm sure a lot of you guys are worried about the social aspect of leaving your last year of college to go to Kansas City, because I was too. I was in my last year of sorority life when I moved, and I was really scared that I was going to miss out on everything, but really I don't think I missed anything. I didn't miss any big events. I drove to Springfield all the time on the weekends and even during the week sometimes if I wanted to. And I was still able to spend a lot of time with my friends and go to sorority events and remain involved on campus, which was really huge for me. There also will be a lot of other people from Missouri State that go to Kansas City with you that are Child Life students, so you can make a lot of new friends, or you can do what I did and convince one of your Child Life friends in Springfield to move to Kansas City with you. And we lived together, and it was awesome. We got really close, and it was just a lot of fun. So some other things you can do while you're there is explore the beautiful city, eat the amazing barbecue that everyone knows they have there, and you can even go out on the town there, which we did sometimes too.
Being here in Kansas City was really fun. It's a big city, so there's lots to do. And I was worried because I didn't know anyone, and I was living with family. So I was like, who am I going to hang out with? But our class was made up of 6 girls, and so we really grew close, and we did our homework together. We found new places, restaurants to eat, go out. So it was really fun, and I enjoyed meeting them.
So with the small class group, the other girls in the class, you're able to connect with them a little bit better, and so you make some pretty good friendships out of that. So that was a lot of fun.
I know it's really scary to pick up your life and move out of your college town, because I did it and it was terrifying, but it's 100% worth it, and you're going to have so much fun, and you're going to get so much experience. It's completely worth it when you consider how much knowledge you're going to get from living there and seeing all of the patients and everything in the Kansas City hospitals. I've grown so much more confident in my child life abilities, and even scored an awesome practicum while I was there at the University of Kansas Hospital. And I don't think I would have been able to get that much experience all packed in 1 year if I didn't go to Kansas City, which is huge. It's really hard to get child life experience, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, and being able to just do it with your teachers and with your other students is really, really awesome.
I've loved being in Kansas City. I felt so welcomed. I felt so empowered by the staff. I really feel like I have been getting the best education possible up here, and I've seen so much, seen such a variety of patients, and worked with so many varieties of medical professionals that it's definitely an experience that I wouldn't have given up.
I think that it's a really great experience, and I would totally do it again if I had the opportunity to do so. So you should do it.
And I can't imagine how my life would be if I didn't spend my 1 year in Kansas City with the Child Life students. So I really, 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 really recommend you going.
Come to Kansas City. It's awesome. Come.
There you have it. If you're interested in the Kansas City program, send me an email. I'd love to hear from you.